Okay, so all eyes are going to be on Brian Gutekunst, what he decides to do with that first pick in the first round. There are a lot of needs on this Packer team. When we look at needing an edge rusher or replacing Jair Alexander, it seems inevitable that Jair will be off the team, whether it's via a trade or being cut to create some cap space. Either way, the Packers are going to have a big need at corner or even at tackle, or what about our offensive line? All those things. But here's the thing. Brian Gutekunst certainly won't disappoint when it comes to the shock factor, the wow factor, and the Green Bay Packers just can't mess this up when it comes to their first round pick. And I'm here to tell you, okay, so last year we were all completely shocked when the Packers chose to select Jordan Morgan. And it remains to be seen whether or not he's going to be living up to the hype of a first round pick. Okay, so it's not completely off the table that the Packers look to offensive line in the first round. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, so Rasheed Walker, we know that he's going to be up on a contract at the end of this season. Okay, so he's entering the final season of his rookie contract, which means he's going to get paid. Okay, so the Packers just threw a bunch of money at Aaron Banks, $77 million at Aaron Banks. We know that as it stands right now, Rasheed Walker is our left tackle. We've got Aaron Banks scheduled as and slotted as our left guard, which that's a lot of money to throw at somebody, but again, not any of that is guaranteed. And then you've got L. Jenkins, who's going to be sliding over to center. Remains to be seeing how well he does and how well he performs. So you're going to have Sean Ryan as it sits right now, because he was our right guard, starting right guard last season, especially with the injuries to Jordan Morgan. And then you're going to have at right tackle Zach Tom. This dude is super good. Okay, that is as it stands right now. When you look across the board, that looks like a lot of good names out there, and it remains to be seen. There's a lot of talk that Jordan Morgan might be replacing Rasheed Walker at left tackle. Do the Packers want to throw a bunch of money? Leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts on this. If you're Brian Gutekunst and you're the Packer organization, are you going to be throwing $20+ million a year for your starting left tackle as it sits right now, Rasheed Walker? I really like this dude. I think he's super good. Now, is he $20+ million good? I do. I do think he is. But do the Packers then switch Jordan Morgan, over at left tackle, really try to develop him at the left tackle spot? That way they don't have to pay Rasheed Walker. And then they look to the draft? Okay, because there's a name that's getting thrown out there, and it's Josh Simmons. Now, this dude is super good, and he's coming off of a torn patellar tendon, I believe, that he suffered, almost like a torn ACL that he had last October, which means he's not going to be quite ready. There's a lot of differential opinions out there whether or not he's going to be ready to go at the beginning of the season. But there's also a lot of rumors out there that the Kansas City Chiefs desperately want Josh Simmons at their left tackle position, and they're going to be trading up to go and get him. And there's rumors that they're going to be trading up to the 24th spot. Minnesota's rumored to be trading out of the first round. And what better person to exchange picks with than Kansas City at the 31st pick? Minnesota again, uh, uh, looking to trade out of the first round, and Kansas City is wanting to trade with them to move up to get this left tackle right here. And then you've got the 49ers, who are slated to pick at number 11. And there's a lot of rumors out there that Josh Simmons is going to be going to San Francisco with the 11th pick. Now, this dude is super good, super talented if you haven't seen him. But here's a little bit of a write-up right here on him. It says right here that Simmons is a physically imposing, loose and powerful run blocker with a sense of urgency in his playing style, and leads to establishing first and meaningful contact with sticky hands and active feet to regularly stay attached and sustain. Somebody that Brian Gutekunst is always looking for on our front five. He can close space, come to balance and targets to pin pull, crack toss, and screen. So this dude has got all of the tools in the arsenal that the Packers would be looking for with a left tackle. Now, is that the absolute biggest need for the Green Bay Packers? Absolutely not. But Wouldn't surprise me if Brian Gutekunst, as Josh Simmons falls to the Packers at 23, that they capitalize on him dropping in the first round at 23, and the Packers scoop him and maybe develop him over this year so that they don't have to pay Rasheed Walker. Leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts there. And as always, go Pack Go.